What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Trade Dad. Today is 10-26-2021. It is a Tuesday here. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys are having a good morning yourself. And we're going to jump into some technical analysis, as always, right off the jump here. Just gonna skim through these markets here for a second, see exactly, crude oil came off of that 50% retracement that we had set for it yesterday. Finally tagged it and pushed up above. So yeah, completed its targets, tagged the 50, pushed off of that 50, went straight up. Held the pullback, pushing up higher here for crude oil. Nasdaq pushing. Nasdaq got to all-time highs up here, or not all-time highs, but the high from August is 15,700. We are trading at 15,695 right now, so literally 5 points off of that high. That high is 15,708. Would have marked that 15,708 level there. Strong level there for Nasdaq. Nasdaq pushing, trying to break that high so far. So we're gonna keep an eye on Nasdaq. See ES. Everything is just pushing right now. Trending market to the upside. Let's dial down here for ES and see when's the next pullback that we can be looking for a trade to the upside here. So traded at 61.8, completed the target at the 4576 level, front ran the 38.2, tagged this 23.6. And now we're trying to complete here at the 4591. If that 4591 can complete there, we're going to be looking for an extension from this high of 4575 up to the high. But we have to wait for that to complete there first. A little bit of a small trend starting to form here to the upside. Nice push. ES looking real strong. Nasdaq looking real strong. Russell looking strong. Everything looking strong here off the open. Russell trying to push up and break that high there. One moment, guys, sorry. So Russell trying to break its high right now. High of 23.21. Right about to tag it on Russell. There's the high of the distribution zone as well. So we're gonna watch this level. See what's gonna happen there for Russell. Let's see Dow. Dow, there's nothing really much to do with Dow. It's just pushing up slowly but surely for Dow. Silver with a little bit of a retracement here, back down to that 50. Silver trying to trade its extension. So if we draw from the high of yesterday's session to the overnight low here, we have a 50% retracement that traded, completed its target at the 61.8, blew through it, but it looks like value is starting to build right around that $24.01 level for silver here. Better option for us would be the 23.88, so I'm going to go ahead and watch this level, 23.88. Let's see, gold. The gold's at a pretty nice little decent spot there. We'll trade an extension lower and then extended off of that. The completion of that move was go ahead and hold off on gold. Gold's kind of sitting in the middle of a distribution zone there. Check out Bitcoin. See what Bitcoin futures are doing.
Think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager
Bitcoin pushing lower, trying to tag the so hitting the lower end of this distribution zone for Bitcoin. This might be a little bit of a buy signal on this low. I don't like how that completion was below that whole 50% retracement though. Alright, so let's jump into crude oil here, see what crude oil is doing. Crude traded its 50 off of that low. Off of that 50, traded another 78.6 or 61.8 there. Yeah, not really seeing much for crude that I could jump into. That 50 already traded this morning, actually before the market opened. So really can't touch crude oil there. Nasdaq getting rejected off of that high though. A little bit of a range starting to form up here. Looks like we just broke the low of that range actually. I think Nasdaq's trying to sell off a little bit here, but you know, we broke that low, got a little bit of an extension, but really couldn't push any further. But I do think that we're going to continue lower here.
Order filled.
See if we can break this low or not. Target on this will be 15,645 there for Nasdaq.
chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding.
Stop film.
So I went ahead and exited that NASDAQ position. We came all the way down to that 15,650 level that we were looking for. So that's all we needed off that trade. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for another setup.
Stuck in a la-la land, the tides will turn without us, and I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word.
NASDAQ probably gonna continue lower here, but I'd rather not risk it much. But nice little decent move to the downside off of NASDAQ there. Came off the very top of that distribution zone and started forming a value up there, and you could see once that value was established, we established a value up here, which was literally right at the top of the highs. That's the only reason why I was looking at that position, because it's literally at the top of its all-time, well, not all-time highs, but the highs of August basically. We got right up to it, and then we built a value, and then we failed off of that value. We created a value, failed lower, and probably going to continue lower here for a little bit. Probably could have stayed into that position a little longer, but it's all good. See what crude oil is doing.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again.
So NASDAQ on the retracement. Just tag is 50. If we can get down to that 61.8, I can possibly be looking for another move to the upside. But initially off that move, NASDAQ did fail. The NASDAQ just tagged its 50% retracement there from the open of the session to high. But looking at ES here, everything's just extended too far for me to really do anything. So ES traded a low of 45.15 to high. Went ahead and completed target to the 61.8. Front ran the 38.2 retracement. And off of that front run, we're trying to tag the 61.8 here. So if this sequence does not complete, the actual move that we're going to be looking for here is going to be from this low of 45.52 to high. And we'll be looking for that 45.70 level there for the S&P 500. Let's see, Russell pushing up. Just got rejected off of that high, just like NASDAQ. Came back down to the middle of its distribution zone there. Let's see if yeah, so Dow is just way too high. Can't really touch Dow at all. Crude oil. See, crude oil pushed, trying to get a retracement back down, hopefully to the 83.85 level here for crude oil. Yeah, so NASDAQ created that value up there near the highs, broke below it, started pushing lower. I'll be right back.
And I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. this gravity, it keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can you stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? Don't you see that I love you so much? Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, darling, I need your love. Oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, darling, I need your love. When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? Don't you see that I love you?
All right, NASDAQ getting a push here. We can hold above. We can hold above here. We're gonna continue up. Most likely, be looking for a position to the upside. And we got a failure. So failed auction for the bears here. So came up to that 15,667 level and failed. That might be the new high of this distribution zone. See if we come back out of it. We are trading at the 50% retracement here, so possible reversal to the upside, back up. But like I said, the new high is going to be that 15,667. Still pushing lower. All right, so NASDAQ actually had a 50% retracement that traded to the up, which was pretty short term, but the reason why I'm interested in this is because we created a value right there and we tried to push above it, had a failure back in, but looks like that's going to be the high here, 15,667. If we can get above that level and hold, I'm going to try to take this back up to the upside. Alright, so bulls pushed, had a failure back into range there. So needing to be patient here and wait for this distribution level to kind of form itself and let this value find its high. But it looks like we're continuing to push to the upside. Bulls trying to break again here. About to tag the high. Alright, here come the bulls trying to break. And so the bulls are pushing, couldn't break so far.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Alright, bulls with the push. Did we come right back down or not? And we're falling back down here. Alright, so the bulls with the second push.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have
And they failed, so pushing back lower.
but we don't have to repeat it. You made this
They're most likely going to start trying to, form a value here and then make that 15,670 the high and push back and forth most likely. But bulls look like they're just continuing to grind higher here, slowly but surely, pushing up.
focus. I can't forget. I've been
Alright, so bulls with another push, another rejection. Okay, here the bulls go, trying to break.
I just need to clear my head.
I think I might not even take this position anymore. We're just too far off of that low now. I would have took it if we were closer down to that 50% retracement long, but now I'm kind of skeptical about even taking this position. But let's see if we okay, here we go, getting a little bit of a push. I'm gonna take this long here. Be real careful because we are still at this distribution split. Even though it looks like we're about to break, this might just be trying to find the high here, so gotta be real careful with this position. With this, we'll try to target up at 15,686.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Alright, bears with the retracement back. We start getting accepted back below 15,660 here. I'm gonna have to exit this position.
I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins.
Order filled.
Won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the.
Gold's trying to push here.
I'm coming for the throne.
Stop field.
Alright, so bears failed there. I mean, bulls failed there, trying to push that breakout. I'll look at some other charts here. Take a look at some crude oil. Yeah, everything is just super extended today. It's going to be hard to catch a trade because we've been going straight up all day, so still interested in this NASDAQ trade. I just feel like the only way I could trade it now is if we come all the way back up to 15,673 and then we start bouncing between these levels. But other than that, I really can't do nothing here since that range has been established. It's pretty wide. Yeah, I can't really buy down here. I can't really sell up here. Because this low can extend all the way back down to that 15,624 level, so no reason to try to catch this trade. Okay, so NASDAQ breaking lower here, just push below that low. Coming immediately back up into that range though. And there's a second push to the downside. And continuing lower here for NASDAQ. And NASDAQ with a serious push to the downside. So is ES. ES is dropping fairly quickly here. So that initial trade that we had on NASDAQ would have been the trade to take, that sell off of that high, the first trade we took off the day here. Probably should have just held on to that one. Nice move down to the downside for NASDAQ. I'd like to catch a position right off the low of that distribution, 15,560. So NASDAQ just tagged a 38.2 and a 61.8 completion there. Let's see what kind of reaction it gets. I'm not trying to take any trade here, guys. I'm just trying to observe what kind of movement happens in this area. If we start getting some range-bound movement, that's going to go ahead and determine that the value is indeed right at 15,609. And then we can determine if we're going to break lower or we're going to start pushing back up towards mean there. So I'm going to take a look here. ES. Yeah, so NASDAQ looks like it overextended itself pretty significantly there. Pushed all the way back down to that 61.8 completion, 38.2 long, and they got an initial reaction back up to the upside. So it looks like they overextended themselves. Let's see if this value starts creating near this low, so we can determine where price should actually be at right now. NASDAQ possibly overextended itself.
Blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Yeah, so Russell completed its 50% retracement short, completion to the 61.8, right at the 61.8 long. Got a big push up for Russell. Let's see if the other indices are going to follow trend. NASDAQ here. NASDAQ with the push to the negative 61.8 to the 38.2. Not really forming nothing here so far.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby,
All right, so just being patient here. Nasdaq is kind of just correcting itself, overextended a little bit, getting a little bit of a correction here. Not really coming off a big level at all. That 38.2 was decent. Just tagged the 61.8 completion, but I think it's just overextended a little bit. We got to see when we're going to create a value. Looks like we're starting to value out here at 15635 down to 15627. Let's see if that holds or if we're going to just create a bigger range here. Let's take a look at some of these markets. Crude oil. Crude oil came off of its 50% retracement long, went ahead and pushed up. Still pushing up for the day. Not really much we could do there. Set, kind of catch the next retracement possibly. Nasdaq's the one we got our eye on here. Just tagged the 61.8 completion and the 38.2 there. Kind of just created a value towards this low. Let's see if we keep bouncing around there, and we'll determine if we can take a trade back either above or below that level. Is it?
We buy so many different things online, so why not tires? Visit TireRack.com/Yokohama to discover the right Yokohama tire for your next event, on-road or off. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Alright, so ES coming down again, trying to push that low. Now, ES is a little bit interesting here. Are we going to continue to bounce around this level, or are we going to push lower through this 45.77 level? We will see. Really much setups I got for the day here. Everything is already blown out a bit. Impatient here to see what we can start out. You know, we tagged those highs on Russell, tagged the highs on Nasdaq, tagged the highs on ES. Now it's kind of just a retracement pushing back lower. We're just moving so linear right now. It's kind of hard to figure out where value really is. Guesstimate where value is, but there could always be a correction that pushes us back up or below where we're currently trading at. So this is where patience comes in, and being okay with not having your foot in the market for a while. Alright, so double bottom right there on Nasdaq. ES kind of has the same little setup, double bottom. Yeah, just be very careful here, guys. Just be very careful. No reason to rush anything, and there's not really a setup for us anywhere, so be very careful. Everything's blown out. Everything is pushed higher than it was supposed to be already. Everything has hit a big price point and got rejected off of it, and now we're just trying to figure out where value is. Nasdaq trying to establish value from 15,634 back down to 15,599. gonna grab some coffee. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here for NASDAQ. 15614. See if we bounce off of that 15614 and start pushing lower here. Never mind, I'm mistaken. We're gonna have to wait until we can get 15635 to be tested again. 15637 to be tested again. I was mistaken. Alright, NASDAQ with the push trying to break here. Let's see if they can break and hold. I'm going to short this position for NAS.
Order filled.
I did not mean to take two on that.
Lights out, lying in your arms, and these feelings start to change. One look into your eyes, and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more than I do tonight. Escape with me.
Yeah, I did not mean to get into two positions there, so I'm going to try to take profit on one of them as we get down to that level, if we can get down there.
Order filled.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that I put on 2 contracts on accident. I meant to put on 1. I still had my 2 contracts set for taking profit on the one we had earlier. But we're looking for a target of let's see if this is going to push back up into this 15,600 level. If it does, we're going to have to exit.
Here one minute, gone the next. There's no heart beating inside your chest. It's vanished into thin air, never to be seen again. Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again.
Stop filled.
Alright, I went ahead and exited that position. Didn't like the fact that if you guys saw what happened there, we started to build this little value from 15,597. We pushed up and then we tried to find the middle of that range. We pushed all the way back down to that low, and then we started to break out. And once we broke out, what I wanted to see is us come back and try to get back in and fail and push lower. But as you can see, we started building a distribution zone here at these lows, and we pushed below once, could not break, came all the way back down to the top of that little value and failed, pushed all the way back down to the low, and then we couldn't break that low. So after we couldn't break that low, it's showing me that the bears are kind of failing here. So I really don't want to be trying to sell this, especially in such a bull market. So we're going to go ahead and put a hold on that trade. We are trading right back at the open of the day, so what I wanted to see happen there is a big push down and a break of that level, but obviously we didn't get that, so I'm going to go ahead and hold off. Alright, now the bears get their push. So yeah, we had the right bias. We just weren't seeing what we wanted to, and we went ahead and exited, but probably could have stayed in there. It's all good. So since we got into that trade and we got out of it before we can profit a good amount, let's go ahead and take a look at some other charts. So yeah, the NASDAQ, we had that trade going for us, but we kind of got out too early. ES is pushing lower here, so we do got to be aware of everything here. So ES is above its all-time highs, pushed up. It's been pushing up for the past, whole nighttime session, and finally getting a little bit of a retracement here. And that retracement's going to have a Fibonacci sequence from the low to high here, traded the 50% retracement, completed the target. So we're going to be looking for the next extension all the way to high. So next extension all the way to high is going to leave us with a 50% retracement right at the 45.68 level. And based off of the sequence which traded off of those highs, looks like a completion of that target is going to be right at that 61.8 at that 50% retracement there. So we're going to go ahead and mark a little bit of a buy signal here. Also, that trend line is sitting right below this level. But we're not going to take this right away, but if we start finding value here, we'll be looking for a breakout back to the upside if we could find a value down around 45.70 or 45.69.3. So let's zoom out for everything, make sure that we're looking at every single aspect of this chart here. So for Russell, we had this previous swing high from the 30th of August. We just got above it today, and you can see we had a failed auction. We traded above it, couldn't hold, pushed back lower. And now coming back down to test the open of this session. Yeah, so honestly the best setup we got here is ES. So we're going to go ahead and take a close look at ES as we get down to this level, 45.69. So ES with a little bit of a push up to 45.72. We tagged it once, twice. Now we're testing these lows at 45.70. See if we could push back up to that 45.72 level. So 45.72 has been tested twice already. Push back down. See if we could break the low at 45.69. Our buy signal is down at 45.69.34, so about 1 point off of where we're at right now. We are pretty close though, so if this is front running, I'm willing to take it.
The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Alright, so ES is pushing. Trying to break that low right now. Can't quite break it though. Pushing back up. Damn, some good coffee. I'm drinking some good coffee out of my Trade Dad coffee cup. You know what I mean? It's the good luck Trade Dad coffee cup. So that means we're about to catch a big trade. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. So remember, right below where we're at, we have a buy signal for ES here. But since we did create a little bit of a value here, if we do start breaking above it. See, this is the first test of that high here, 45.72. So let's see how we react. Okay, a little bit of a push above it. See if we get rejected back in, or we're going to continue up. I would like to see us come back down here, but okay, nice little push for the Bulls. I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Order filled.
I'll take that for sure. So ES has a distribution split literally right where we're at right now, and 45.74 is going to be an extension short. So let's see if that 45.74 gets a rejection or if it gets blown through here. Looks like initially we pushed above it, but we can just stall here, so we got to be very careful with this trade. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a little bit of rejection here. Initially, we're not really risking too much on this trade so far, but depending on if we come all the way back down to 45.72.5 and then we come into this range, is going to be determining if this is going to just bounce around for a little bit. Alright, so good sign that the bulls kind of rejected off of that top. Down at 45.72. Now it's time to see if we could break this high up here, 45.75.6. Alright, got slightly above it. Now we got to be careful on this 45.75.8. There is a high profile node there that might be a rejection point, so let's be careful there. But the way that this is moving, it's looking pretty good for us right now. Continuing to analyze here, guys. You know, nothing's ever 100% sure in trading. This can easily come back and retrace all the way back down on us, so let's just be vigilant and watch the price action here. Coming up, 45.76 is the top of this, or the bottom of this newer distribution zone that we're pushing up against. We also have a the next level Fibonacci sequence where we need to be looking for is going to be 45.78. 45.78 is the top of a distribution zone, and it is also a 50% retracement short. So as we get up to that level, we have to figure out if we're going to be taking profit up there or not. I definitely see us getting another retracement back down to these lows though. At least back down to 45.73 there. Alright, there's a retracement. Let's see how far they can get down. Alright, what we don't want to see is we don't want to see us get back down to 45.72 and start pushing this level. Honestly, guys, if we can't break this high right now and we start ranging back and forth here, I'm going to have to exit this position because it's just not ready yet. It could just be forming a bigger distribution, pushing all the way back down to these lows.
outside lane, missing exits. I'm glued to the pavement, between the lines. I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around one.
Bulls trying to hold up as long as they can here. It is a downtrending market, but the overall trend is up, guys. And off of this back and forth movement, we found a value and we pushed above that value. Now we're creating another value. If we could break above this one, then we're going to be off to the races. But this is just a problem here because, you know, now we can be forming a distribution all the way up to 45.76 down to 45.70. And I don't really want to risk coming all the way back down to that low. Yeah, so if we break the 45.72 again here, I'm going to go ahead and exit this position. And then if that's the case, we'll just wait until we start forming a bigger distribution from 45.75 back down to 45.70. And then we'll try to catch the breakout of that distribution zone back to the upside, possibly. But we're still in this, still waiting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get stopped out right here, guys. Somebody call the Bulls and tell them let's break out. 45, 75, 95. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm almost positive we're going to be starting to create a distribution zone from 45.75 to 45.70. I'm almost positive we're going to come down to that 45.70 here. I kind of want to exit right here. That way we can stay, you know what I mean, somewhat with the small small loss for the day so far. But I'm just going to stick to my plan and hold it till 45.72 here. Yeah, no, I lied. I'm gonna actually get out of this position right now. If I can now.
Order filled.
All right, so we got out with a small gain, at least. Now I want to see us break out of this level now. I mean, no real reason for me to stay into that because I know what's going to happen. We're just going to come back down to the low of that range and then try to bounce off of that. But now we do have a pretty decent value that we can trade off of. So if we do come up to 45.75 and then we start breaking that, that's going to be my next price point to try to break this higher. Make sure y'all like that video. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification. That way you guys can know when I'm live. Like, perfect example. I was off for like 2 weeks or so. And then coming back, nobody knows I'm trading it again. So hit the bell notification. You guys will get notifications when I get back online. And then we can trade together, you know. See, pushing lower here. Now I bet you we're going to tag that 45.70 and then come all the way back up to this high, 45.75. If not, then bears are looking to break. Okay, bears with the push. Let's see if bears can break here. If they can, we're just going to follow the trend. We're going to go with them. Even though we're at a big price level there. But we got to verify first that they're going to continue and they're not just going to come back and fail auction back up to the upside. So bears with the push, trying to break the low. Now this is perfect right here. If we can bounce off of this low, come back up here to 45.75 and test that high, that is prime setup right there for a reversal. Not like we're gonna buy it right when it gets up there, but hopefully we can start moving back and forth between 45.75 and 45.70, move up and down multiple times there, and then finally break out to the upside, and that'll be a very valid sequence. And I'll go ahead and add some contracts onto that one.
I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Yeah. Did it die? Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die?
Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard, right? Just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go. This all I've ever known. I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. No. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer. I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Won't die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? My aunt think I'm perfect. I know I'm not. My mama be worried. I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm two different people, my side and my main. Yeah, I'm sober, I'm an addict, I'm a low life, I got habits, but I refuse to be average. Really so tired.
Alright, so ticks went all the way negative 618 right when we hit that level, which is a good sign. Pushed up, came back down, couldn't break that previous low on the ticks chart there, so nice little reversal signal for the S&P here. A and D is pretty negative here, but if you look at the A and D for the S&P in particular, we're actually above zero on that one. We have been going down, but usually as we hit that zero mark, we get a big reversal. So nice little setup here for internals. Breadth is still above zero for S&P in particular, so looking good internal wise. All right, so let's see if we can get back up to that 45.76 here. All right, Bears with the push. Now we're also looking for a failed auction here, so if we can get a failed auction, that'll be another nice setup. Failed auction is, pushing below this level and then immediately getting rejected back into it. So we push below it here. Let's see if this is going to be a continuation. Oh, so it looks like bears are going to break out lower here, huh? Give it a second.
Order filled.
Oh, might have got into that too early there. Let's see.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us, and we just chilling, kicking it, kiss.
Oh, looks
Order
like
filled. Order filled.
All right, maybe I overshot that a little bit. That's what impatient gets you guys. So give it a second here. Looks like bears are trying to break this here to the downside. Yeah, bears are gonna break. See if we can get back accepted into there or not. 45.70, trying to get back accepted here. Not the reaction I'd like to see back up into a distribution zone like that, but we did just come down and tag that buy signal, so, and they failed.
Order filled.
I'm just gonna hold off on that. A little bit of tricky movement, it's all good.
Order filled.
Yeah, that was my bad, guys. I'm kicking myself for that one. As we saw it start breaking out, should have held on to that first short position because we didn't really get accepted back into range yet, so I shouldn't have switched my position so fast. That's what happens when you got a bias. I was biased with this buy signal down here, and immediately when I started seeing it retrace back up, I went ahead and exited my position, which I should have held it, but
Order filled.
Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place.
yeah, I can't tell you guys why I tried to buy that when it started coming back up initially. I had the bias that we had a big level right under where we were at, and I guess in my brain I was thinking, oh, we're probably gonna get a failed auction to the downside and push right back up. And having a bias is always detrimental to your trading because you got to just go with what the market gives you. And obviously we broke below that level. We couldn't get accepted back into that range. I should have held that position short initially, and then after we got rejected and started pushing back down, I started realizing, oh, I messed up. I messed up, but it's all good. We still caught it. Still pushing lower here.
Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one.
45, 64, 21.
If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you
I'm gonna go ahead and take that off at 45, 64, 21 there, or 25.
I can help you out. 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 I can help you out.
I'm gonna take one off right here and then try to hold the other one to target.
Order filled.
Alright, so I took profit on one of those contracts there. Let's see if we can get that 45.64.25. Alright, if we can break this 45.67.50, I'm going to get out of this position. Bulls shouldn't be that strong up here, so if they're going to be breaking highs, then I'm going to have to exit. So 45.67.50.
Order filled.
Alright, so we got filled on that. And there it goes, taking off. Well, if y'all didn't take profit there, probably going to be trying to target 45.60. Yeah, I kind of messed up on that one, guys. That was very sloppy on my end. I'm kind of embarrassed on how that went. Kind of failed you guys on that breakout to the lower side there, because you know, we had the bias to the upside that was going to be a reversal, but as this value was built, we were looking for either or. You know, as we broke below that low, immediately I started saying we're trying to break out, and then as we came back up, some dumb thought in my head started clicking, saying that this is going to be a, you know what I mean, a failed auction prematurely. And I didn't wait for the confirmation on it. And that's how you mess yourself up, because I jumped into a position short initially. And then as we started pushing back up, I went ahead and switched my position, flipped it completely. And then as we couldn't get back into this value at 45.70, I went ahead and noticed that I messed up. You know what I mean? Double time there. I messed up not holding on to the initial position to the downside. I messed up by trying to buy that before we actually got back up into value, and I messed up because I should have noticed that we pushed right back below it as we pushed the 45.70 level. So But nice move. Hopefully you guys still are in that trade. 45.60 is probably where we're headed. All good though. I'm gonna go ahead and look at some other markets here. Not be focused too much on ES. Yeah, but that's a perfect example of just why you gotta be fluid with your trades. Just go with the flow, man. That's it. We saw a value established, and once a value is established, if you break below that value, you're gonna be searching for the next value. And as you guys can see, after that level was broken to the downside, we came up and tested to see if we were gonna get accepted back into that value. And we didn't, so we continued lower. And now the next value, which is valid for ES, is going to be 45.60. $45.60. I'll be right back. So the initial move off of ES this morning was from high of 45.88 to low, traded to 61.8 retracement, went ahead and hit the target of 61.8 to the tick. 45.70 got hit. Now from that 61.8, which was completed, we're going to be drawing the next extension to low there. Kind of got above it a little bit, but the target for that one was 45.65, so we hit the target 45.65, and then extension traded to 45.67 down to target at 45.61. Just tagged 45.61, getting a little bit of a push out of the bulls here. Created a little bit of a value, but haven't really bounced down to confirm that. But this is another level, so we're just going down the line and finding every single level and seeing if this is going to continue or it's going to break lower. I mean, reverse or break lower. So here's another buy signal at this point, and another value being created right at it. So also, this is 45.60 is the point of control. So what I'd like to see here actually is test all the way down to 45.56. If we could do that and come back up to 45.64, we're probably going to be stuck in a little bit of a range. ES is easily pushing down here, trying to break that low with ease. Coming off of such a big level and breaking through it like that, we're going to have some continuation. So let's take a look at some other stuff here. Crude oil. Nasdaq's at its 50% right now, at a 61.8 trade. Just tag targets.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
Nasdaq at a buy signal as well. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Nasdaq here. Look at Nasdaq real close. So Nasdaq with some nice movement. All right, so now Nasdaq is at a big level. We have 15,530 and 15,506. 15,506 is the low, 15,530 is the high. And if we can start breaking above this, this is possibly a reversal. If we break below it, probably going to continue into the downside for Nasdaq here. But it's always good to see a value start establishing right near the buy signal there. So 15,531 is going to be the high of this distribution zone. If we break above 15,531, we'll be looking for a breakout to the upside. So I'll go ahead and draw it with the horizontal line here. All right, bulls pushing here. Let's see if they can get this breakout. Nice push for the bulls.
Order filled. Order filled.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control it in my bones. I'm coming for the I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
All right, we got to be careful here. Bears looking a little bit strong here. Hopefully we don't get rejected back in here.
So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins.
All right, good little push here for the bulls.
If I don't belong with your nobility, who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start
15,590 will be the target for this move.
my bones. I'm coming for the I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
All right, so there is a distribution split at 15,549 that we got to be aware of here. So we're getting pretty close to that level. I might just set one of my stops here, 15,549. Yeah, we're literally at the top of a distribution level here, so might just get stopped out. All right, bulls pushing up. 50% retracement coming up here. 15,552.
Stopped filled.
Alright, I went ahead and exited that position. Let me show you guys why I exited that position. You know, this trend to the downside is super strong. And, you know, even though we did have a good position there and we did have a good reaction off of that level, if you zoom in here and you look at this distribution split, it lines up right with the 50% retracement off of that extension, that traditional to the downside, and it literally splits this distribution zone. It's kind of hard to see it right here, but I'll pull it up in a 1 minute. There's literally a distribution zone split right here, and we're already getting some resistance off of it, and I just don't want it to come all the way back down and take out all our profits. So I'm gonna be more safe with my trade there and not be sorry, and just go ahead and take profit on it. And you know, it might just continue and just blow through all kinds of levels here. And you know, if it does, then it just makes us feel better about our bias, but I just don't want to have money on the table while I'm doing it. So 15,551 being tested right here. Immediately off of that, we already had a, you know, a 2 point or a 3 point drop right there. Let's see if we push up above it. All right, whatever. I'll keep an eye on that one, but we're already out of it, so I'm not gonna waste my time with it. Decent little trade though. ES had the same reaction off of that 50. Alright, y'all, I don't really see much going on after that. We caught some decent trades. Probably should have been up a good amount more because of that previous ES trade that we kind of took a, you know what I mean, a sloppy trade on, which is unfortunate, but it's all good. I'm gonna be done for the day. 427, better than being down in the day for sure. So, and look at that, right when we got out of our position, we're starting to get a little bit of a retracement off of that NASDAQ. So good thing we took profit where we did. As the day goes on, possibly this could just start blowing through levels and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you know, being a really big move. But we got our profit, we got out. I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. Thank you guys for joining Trade Dad. I hope you guys see more of the videos tomorrow and going on into the later on in the week. So yeah, thanks for being a member. See you later.